Hey guys, so we're ranking Bleach arcs, and this is based off the manga because I read Bleach. I didn't really watch much of it, and yeah. So start off, we have the substitute arc. If we take a look here, the first arc wasn't too bad. I would say it was a pretty great introduction um to the story, and the first episode really solid. And after that, I would say it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't really great either. So we're going to have to go with a B. So it's good. I would say it's a bit above average because it wasn't too tropey. So yeah. Next up, we have Soul Society arc, which is probably, well, it's considered to be the best arc of Bleach, usually by the community, and I would have to agree. It had a good build up, and then fights were good. Didn't feel like just random fights coming one by one, and the entrance, his Ichigo's iconic entrance makes it S altogether, and that's what's getting S. Greatness. And next up, we have Aranka Arrival. Okay, so this arc was alright. I'd say Grimjow's introduction and just randomly just going to Ichigo wasn't too bad. So, and then we see Ikaku's Bankai as well, which was, I mean, it was interesting because you wouldn't have expected him to have a Bankai. So we're going with B for good. And moving on to Hako Mundo, I would say it's probably should be around here possibly. Good fights. We have Ichigo versus Grimjow round 2. And we had like other battles as well. I would say it's not too bad, but considering we had a iconic fight, which was Ichigo versus Grimjow, our props is very good. Then we can go to the past arc. There isn't much to say for the past arc. I think we can really just good. I mean, interesting things interesting things to be said in terms of what they gave us for the content. It's not a masterpiece or anything, but really it delivers what it's supposed to offer us. Next, we can go to this Karakura, fake Karakura Town. This is probably getting either a high A or a low S. We got Fossil Lord, Ichigo versus Ugoda, and then we got Aizen. And then we have Getsuga Tenchi Final Getsuga versus Ichigo versus Aizen. Then we had Yamamoto versus Aizen. Bunch of Aizen fights. It's definitely better. Best part of the Arrancar saga. So probably give this around a S. Yeah. Arrancar as a whole, I'd probably put it on somewhere A-B-ish range. Cause it really just felt like a bunch of fights. And a lot of the fights were just a bunch of side character fights, and it just felt like it was just one by one repetitions. But if you're separating it, the end of Arrancar arc would get the S, and everything else would be below. And we have Fullbring. Honestly, Fullbring I believe is a bit overrated. It makes sense why it is, but because the form that he has was pretty useless. So, and yeah, it just wasn't. It really didn't do anything for the story. Felt like you could say it felt like a filler arc in a way. Besides him getting his powers back, so I'll say it was interesting for what it was. We'll give it a B. I wouldn't say it was trash. Average, I mean. Oh, it wasn't average, but it was alright. Next, we have Thousand Year Blood War. Or by the way, we won't be ranking these light novels and the work that they released. Just so this one will be the only one here. So Thousand Year Blood War, honestly, I think it's overrated. It's not as good as Soul Society. I'll say Arrancar's End probably more better, because the other Blood War as a whole really just felt like another Arrancar arc, but just more fights non-stop with different side characters, different captains, vice captains. It's non-stop same thing, and it wasn't too interesting as a arc. And I think the story was just, I don't know, it wasn't hitting for me. But I'm not saying it's trash or average, but we can probably give this something like an A. I will give it A. It was good, but it just wasn't an S tier arc because of all the side characters. It just felt like I said, just repetitiveness. And yeah, there we go. We have 2 S's. I would say this could loom to a high A, but we'll give it an S. Society's best arc. And we have 2 at the A, and then we have a bunch of B's. And I would say that Bleach is the worst out of the big 3. That's what a lot of people think that, and it kind of makes sense. I think they have too many side characters fighting at the same time. And side characters aren't bad, but you have too many, they just makes it not interesting. So yeah, not saying that every single side character isn't interesting at all, but we have like Byakuya, fan favorite, and then Shinji, a lot of people like him. But yeah, besides that, solid series. And yeah, that's my rankings.